Hello, beautiful people, great guys. Welcome back to my channel. In this channel, what we discuss is relationship with God, intimate talking relationship with God. How you get to hear Him yourself, talk to Him, and hear whatever thing is telling you. Because communication has to be two ways. So, relationship, intimate talking relationship with God is two-way communication. Because you talk to him, he replies you, and you ask question, you get an answer. So that is what we discuss in this channel. But before we start, if you're new to this channel, please try and subscribe. We really need your subscription, and if you have question, please don't hesitate to ask. Like if you have revelation, there are some things you don't understand on this relationship, and share to your friends, like as in giving us a thumbs up, and most essentially click the bell icon so that whenever we put up a new video, you'll be the first to get to know about the video. So what we are discussing today is simple. We've done it before, but we did not really touch it very well, and we've gotten some questions, some comments, so we want to really expatiate more on it, which is tithe and tithing. We just say tithe and tithing. It looks as if they are different things. Yes, there are different things. The tithe itself is the 10% that God say we should do, and the tithing is the discipline. That is where we know what tithing is all about. So by the way, what is tithe? This is this 10% thing that God say we should give to His storehouse. That giving to His storehouse in the Malachi is under law, but we are not under law anymore after the death of Jesus Christ. So, are we still following that Malachi on, or we are doing what Christ said we should do? And what did Christ say we should do? He did not even mention tithe. Because when the only place he mentioned tithe was when he was telling the Pharisees that they are leaving the weightier matter, and they were discussing about tithe and offerings. So what did Christ want us to do? Be generous. Learn how to give, be a good giver. And sometimes this tithing of a thing, some people don't even know what is called tithing, but they pay it more than people who are keeping record of it. Believe you me, most churches keep record of this, and it's not necessary. Because you know why? Jesus Christ said, when your left wants to give, let your right don't know. So if you are in a church and you have a card for tithe, you give a tithe and it's being recorded. Come on, it doesn't make sense. So tithe in itself is something that it must not be under compulsion. It's not good to force people to give. It's supposed to come from your heart, your inner being. It's God that touches you to give. And when you obey this giving, when you respect that voice you heard from God in your spirit, inside your heart, this person needs help the person. Sometimes, like some people, they will stay for a particular time without even giving. But sometimes money will just want to come to them. Automatically, God will start giving them some names of people who need help from this money. And you giving that money, let's look at this. When your money is coming, like salary, for example, or there's a job you did and the payment is coming, you already started calculating 10%. Sometimes God will not even give you that 10% calculation. He will give you some people names in your heart to help. So it's left for you if you want to help with the 10%, but let's not call, because some people is giving 90%, some people is giving 70%. Let's not call that one tithe. That is just giving out of their mind, out of their heart. They decide to give 90%, they decide to give 70%. but tithe is 10%. Let's try and get it right. Tithe is 10%, but let it not be something that somebody's keeping the record for you. No, you don't even need to keep the record yourself, right? Because it's something that God say you should do. And when you do it, let's say for example, you have in your heart that someone is coming to you and you have in your heart to help somebody. Yes, it's God that is prompting you to help that person. But that does not mean if you did not help that person, you will not get blessed. It's a lie. Quote me anywhere. If you like, you give the person. If you don't like, don't give the person. Right? The where you get the blessing out of, because you need to be mature to know these things in spirit. So what gives you the blessing if you really obey this voice? Is that voice that you're obeying? That's where you get the blessing. Because God gave you instruction, do this for this person. You did not disobey, you obey. God is blessing you for that obedience, right? Not because you give. God is blessing you because you obeyed his voice and give to the person he said you should give. So don't say because you want to pay tithe, it must be in a church, or it must be in a mosque, or it must be in a charity home. No. Tithe can be given to a man or a woman just like me and you. You must not be in a particular space, right? God is not stereotyped. God does not keep you in a condition where you continuously give your tithe in a place. Some time ago, we hear people start saying, I don't want to pay again. They should give me back my money. Nonsense. Nobody forced you into giving. You made up your mind you want to give tithe. You don't need to tell anybody to return your tithe to you. No. You've given it, you need to forget it. Right? So what is tithing? Because we're discussing tithe. What is tithing? Tithing is the discipline. How do I mean by tithing the discipline? This month, something entered your hand, you give. Next month, something entered your hand, you give. The third month, something entered your hand. Sure, I'm giving this month. I have some other responsibility. Let me just hold it back. I will do it another time. You're now only doing tithe and not tithing. Tithing is the discipline, consistency. You keep on doing it because that is what you believe in. That's the tithing. But when you give once, don't give the next time. You remember whenever you remember, that's not tithing. That is tithe. That is just being generous. You're giving. And by the way, what Christ said we should do to be generous. Please don't forget to subscribe because we really need your subscription. We really need your likes. We need your comments. We need your questions to know if what we are doing is okay or we need to adjust some things. But believe you me, we don't discuss anything on our own here. We discuss by the help of the Spirit of God, right? So the thing is, we need to know that if you pay tithe, you'll be blessed. If you don't pay tithe, you'll be blessed. Let's just know that. If you pay tithe, you'll be blessed. If you don't pay tithe, you'll be blessed. God can never curse any of his child because he did not pay tithe. God can never withhold your blessings because he did not pay tithe. He's a faithful God. He has since the death of Christ, till Christ resurrected and go back to heaven because he still lives. During the time he was on the earth until he left this earth and went back to heaven, he has not forced anybody into giving. So we must not be forced to give. It must not be under compulsion. It must be out of your mind, out of your heart. You're being prompted to give. There's this feeling, there's this emotion inside of you that, yes, I want to give. That's tithe. That's what God sees. Not when you're holding card, you're giving out of grudge. This thing, they want us to pay again today. If we don't pay, what will happen? No. It's not supposed to be so. Tithe is supposed to be something out of your heart. Right? So what do we discuss today? We say tithe is something that you give out of your heart, not under compulsion, and it's supposed to be 10%, not above 10%. If you're giving more than that, that means you are being generous. Then that's what Christ said we should do. Then, if you're tithing, tithing simply means discipline. Discipline yourself on knowing that whenever you got instruction to give, you don't waste time. Whenever someone is coming to you, you remember to say, yes, one or two persons may need help from me. I need to give. So if you watch my former video on tithe, you will see one of my testimonies there. That's where you know that seriously, tithe matters a lot. Right? So thank you guys for the time, for watching through from beginning to this point. And I beg you, please try and subscribe. Right? If you have any question about your revelation, you want to know more about your revelation, there are dreams you're having, you want to really understand it, know the meaning, please hit me up on the comment section. I will discuss it. Okay? Like, share to friends and family who may be needing this, and see you on the next video. Thank you guys, and remain blessed.